originally from Florida. I've moved around multiple times. I was born in Miami, but I went to the University of Central Florida down in Orlando, Florida for my 2 bachelors. After that, I went to the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, where I then got my MD. And then since then, I am now an ophthalmology resident, and I've really been enjoying myself, living my best life. So I've done extensive clinical and research experience in areas such as ophthalmology, vascular surgery, public health, as well as having multiple publications and presentations at multiple national conferences. But specific to this role, I have several years working with the admissions team over at University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, where I acted as a student interview over multiple years. And I've also done unofficial mentoring, which I've done through different avenues, such as mentorship programs through University of Pittsburgh as well as University of Central Florida, where I worked with underrepresented minorities in order to get them into medical school. I've considered a couple different routes. As I said, I'm currently an ophthalmology resident, but I have a particular interest in addressing healthcare disparities as well as leveraging new innovative technologies such as the integration of AI to improve access to eye care. Further training that I've been considering includes like cornea, pediatrics, as well as like some of these new integrative AI tracks that would exist at very few programs. My future goals involve me contributing to solutions in ophthalmology, which include like leading research and improving cataract surgery outcomes, and streamlining the integration of new AI systems both at the academic as well as the private practice level, and mentoring the next generation of medical professionals. At the University of Pittsburgh, I got the Dean's Diversity Scholarship, which was a full tuition and cost of attendance scholarship. I've also been awarded like NIH the T32 grant just for one of my first publications in sleep medicine and ENT overlap. And then more recently, I've gotten an Ophthalmic World Leaders grant, which covered travel and conference expenses for professional development and opportunities. Some things that I consider key to success in medical school, specifically University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, which is a top 20 university. Success in kind of any medical school really hinges on your having a proactive approach to learning, as well as effective time management and the ability to adapt to challenges. So at University of Pittsburgh, I feel like I thrived after developing those strong mentorship relationships, as well as seeking opportunities to get both hands-on clinical as well as research experience, because Pitt has a very heavy emphasis on research, which I believe is integral in shaping the physicians of tomorrow, just because so much of medicine is becoming increasingly data-driven. So you need to kind of understand where the data is coming from and understanding how all these different presentations play into your practice and how you're treating patients. And I believe throughout all of that, maintaining a growth mindset, even during the rigorous training, is your major key to being successful throughout all of it. I feel like I tailor my approach to each individual and I emphasize specific and actionable strategies that excel in both the academic and extracurricular pursuits. I have a significant background, as I said, in teaching and mentoring students that dates back 8 years now at this point, and I have a first-hand knowledge of not only balancing research and leadership as well as clinical responsibilities, but also the whole admissions process. I feel like I offer a very holistic package, and I'm very empathetic with my perspective. I feel like my insight in how to strategically align goals, resources, and success sets me apart from other mentors. Some other strengths that I have as a coach and a counselor: I'm very empathetic, but additionally I'm very approachable. I'm usually making jokes throughout all of clinic, and when I'm working with my mentees, I keep a very supportive environment where my mentees feel heard and very empowered. My insights are also very experience driven, so from my personal experience in competitive admissions, as well as residency matching, which I matched not only into my top specialty, ophthalmology, but I matched into my top choice in ophthalmology in my top city. So I have a very extensive background as far as like the match process goes, not only in residency, but also the process of applying and getting into medical school, where I got into multiple top 20 universities, including Mayo Clinic, Cornell Medical School, and University of Pittsburgh. But I also have a commitment to diversity. It was kind of my final thing that sets me apart, in that I have a track record of mentoring students from diverse backgrounds and advocating for equity in healthcare education. And finally, data-driven results. I'm always referencing the newest data and trends for admissions to make the most up-to-date and educated decisions for my mentees. I feel like my passion stems from my own journey and how I saw prior to having mentorship versus the difference in having mentors. I saw how big of a difference that is and how it shapes my career and kind of my academic choices. So I believe supporting students, particularly those from all these different backgrounds, to achieve their potential is deeply rewarding to me personally. And I believe that fostering the growth of future medical professionals is quintessential to kind of changing the landscape of medicine and contributing to a more equitable and inclusive healthcare system in all.